Both of you are fantastic. My name is Mathur Bajaj. Mr. Bachchan, you mentioned that over 90% of the films flop at the box office, in which case we continue to make 1,000 films every year. It couldn't be possible. My gut feel says there's something wrong. I think you alluded in terms of saying that maybe the accounts are fudged or the ledgers are not written properly. If there are investors here who want to get into the film industry, what would you advise, keeping in mind whether 90% are going to flop, so then investors would not like to come in, or whether that's a myth and the reality is something else? Thank you.
Thank you for your interest. I'd like to meet you right away. We are always short of investors, and we're always looking for funds. Corporatization was one such avenue which came in my mind in 1995. I know that ABCL failed soon after it started. We're trying to get it back up again. But initially it was laughed upon and ridiculed as being somewhat of a joke. But I really feel that when we have proper management, proper accountability, and the funding in place, it will make our lives a lot easier. 90% of the films failing, yes, there is a problem with accountability. We still do not know and have any correct figures as to the returns. And I'm sure that we will surely get there someday. But what really happens is that the kind of returns in a period of time, in a short period of time, is a great factor that lures fresh investors into this line. The banks and financial institutions are giving us a very measly 4 or 5%. The film industry promises something like 30 or 35. That is a huge draw, and perhaps a great attraction for people who want to make that quick money. And that's how we keep rotating our films. Also, if I make an unsuccessful film, I quickly start my next one and pass on my liabilities onto the next product. And I guess this is one way of overcoming this problem. But I'll be very happy to meet with you and talk with you. If you're ready to...
And any others who are out
look
there.
into your... Yeah, here's another producer sitting next to me. Dig deep into your pockets and let us have your money.
Yeah, my question is to Mr. Bachchan, you know, is it really necessary to have a lot of sexuality and vulgarity into your films today, you know? You can't sit with your family and watch any movie, you know? And women have become like a most degraded commodity to be sold on the television, on in the cinema. So, you know, you're also a father, you're also a husband. So is it really necessary to have mini skirts showing in every film you have, you know? So please think
I'm
over
sure
it,
he
you know?
can't be held responsible for that.
No, but, you know, he's one of the biggest superstars in India.
Yes,
we have
sure.
to think about it, you know? Please give your detailed comments.
I think you have a very valid point. There has been a lot of debate and there's been a lot of writing in the press and the media about this factor. But as I said, we do have a censor board, a code of conduct that has been set by the authorities that be as to what is going to be decent and what is going to be indecent. And trust me, we follow that very diligently. If there has to be a departure from the kind of morals that we are allegedly showing in our cinema, some indication has to come from the authorities telling us, you cannot show this, you have to edit this, and so on and so forth. The other option, of course, is switch the TV off.
Mr. Bachchan, my name is Hussain Dawud. I come from Karachi, Pakistan. And I'd like to, first of all, express my appreciation for an outstanding speech which you have given. Thank you very much indeed. My question is this, what do you think has been the impact of Indian cinema on the image of India throughout the world? And I'd like you to, if you don't mind, trace it back from 1981 to the present day. Thank you.
Sorry.
That has been
The
created.
impact of cinema on the image of India throughout the world, and trace it back from 1991 to the present day.
That's really a very difficult question to answer. I can only say that I can see it being appreciated the world over. Every time I've traveled abroad to countries which have no cultural link with us, no link as far as caste, creed, color, language is concerned, I've still found people appreciating our films, singing our songs, calling artists who they will recognize by the names that they were called in the film rather than their actual names. I think this speaks a lot for the kind of identification that our movies make to the rest of the world. I asked my father once this question, what is it that attracts people to Hindi cinema? And he said, we get and deliver poetic justice within 3 hours. Sometimes it takes a lifetime, several lifetimes to get poetic justice. I think that's a great attraction. I happened to visit Moscow several times on private visits and personal visits, and I was astonished that a great number of Russians were watching Hindi cinema. And I once asked a Russian what it was that attracted him to Hindi films. And he said that when I see a Hindi film and come out of the theater, I have a smile on my face and a dry tear on my cheeks. I guess that really sums it up.
हमारे पास इतने अच्छे डायरेक्टर होने के बावजूद इतना इंडियन अच्छा ब्रेन है. Everybody has said that कि इंडियंस जहाँ भी गए 75% 80% हर जगह पे नासा से लेके हर जगह पे हैं. बिजनेस में भी इतने आगे हैं, फिल्म में भी, बॉलीवुड हर जगह छाया हुआ है. तो फिर ब्लैक जैसी फिनिश्ड फिल्में क्यों नहीं बनती? फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट क्यों नहीं बनते? कि जहाँ पे एक्टिंग में भी डिटेलिंग हो, स्टोरी के हर पहलू में, परफॉर्मेंस में.
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि आपने ब्लैक जैसी फिल्म की सराहना की और इतने मीठे और अच्छे शब्द कहे. ऐसे शब्द जो है हमारी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में फिल्मों के प्रति बहुत कम सुनने को मिलते हैं. इसलिए जब एक ऐसी सभा में आप जैसे शख्सियत से तारीफ़ सुनते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है और हम उसकी सराहना करते हैं और आपको धन्यवाद देते हैं. मुझे बड़ा गर्व है कि मैंने ब्लैक जैसी फिल्म में काम किया और मैं आशा करता हूं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग इस फिल्म को देखेंगे और उसकी जो बारीकी है जिसको आप बता रहे हैं उसे नज़दीक से देखेंगे. ऐसी फिल्में क्यों नहीं बनती बार बार, ये तो कहना बड़ा मुश्किल होगा, लेकिन इतना अवश्य साबित कर दिया है ब्लैक ने कि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री हमेशा अपनी जनता को यदि थोड़ा कम समझती थी वो शायद ब्लैक के बाद ना समझे, क्योंकि इस बार भारतीय जनता ने ये साबित कर दिया है कि उनका इंटेलेक्ट जो है वो इतना कमज़ोर नहीं है जितना कि हम लोग समझ रहे थे कि वो है. और जिस तरह का अप्रिसिएशन और जिस तरह का रिकग्निशन ब्लैक को मिला है, इससे ये साबित हो गया है कि यदि भारतीय जनता के सामने कोई अच्छी चीज़, कोई अच्छी लिखी हुई चीज़, कोई एस्थेटिक चीज़, कोई सेंसिटिव चीज़ को प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा तो उसकी सराहना होगी और उसकी बेहतरी के लिए यही है कि वो इसी तरह की फिल्में और भी बने. तो ब्लैक एक तरह से बहुत अच्छा उदाहरण बन गया है हमारे लिए और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आगे आने वाले सालों में यदि ज़िंदगी रही तो ऐसी फिल्मों में अवश्य काम करने का प्रयत्न करेंगे और उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप उसकी सराहना करेंगे और इसी तरह ऐसी महफिलों में ये प्रश्न उठाते रहेंगे.
I'm Smita Shah. My question is for Mr. Dalrymple. Would you like, as an author, that your books be converted into films? Because sometimes there's a lot of distortion in whatever was the author's mind. What will that?
I think it's very important that books be judged on their own merits. A book is a book, a film is a film. As an author, trying to make ends meet, obviously selling film rights is something that everyone dreams of, and White Mughals has been bought, and it's been converted both for theatre and for film. So thank God for that. But I think, artistically speaking, I think it's very important that you don't, books and authors of books don't feel that they should be film stars, and I mean the silver screen is wonderful and terribly seductive, but books are other things and are amazing in their own right and should be, I think, appreciated on their own right, whether or not they ever make it to the screen.
But wouldn't you like it that many more people would become aware of what you wrote?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
I mean, no author is ever going to turn. I think the only author I ever known who's ever turned down the offer of screen rights is Arundhati Roy.
Okay.
But any other author will always say, yes, of course, it would be lovely.
Yes.
But I think, I mean, cinema is so seductive. The silver screen is, plays to so many more people.
Yeah.
the budget of a major American release is so enormous. The advertising that goes with it is so colossal. I think that one should be happy with creating some small crafted thing that you do yourself, and even if it's only for 100 other readers. I think the books are important in their own right, irrespective
Sure.
of the readership they reach. If they reach millions and you make a fortune, fabulous. But that shouldn't be the name of the game and the aim of the exercise.